So, we've accepted the situation that there are squirrels that are climbing on me and across the table. And then I'm starting this part 2 because one of them climbed across the keyboard and somehow pressed the stop button. So we were at the point of accepting this second stage of this technique. And I call the technique follow the line, because every time we feel another line pulling us away from truth, we get to check in and discover what it feels like in our body, perhaps give it a funny name based on how we recognize this pattern over and over again, and accept that it's a part of us. Did you see that squirrel? We recognize that it's a part of us. And then perhaps this process can continue until we get to the very root, the very original, possibly, cause, the original thought pattern that happened in our life long ago that is being triggered by an event in the present. And I think most of the time, as you continue following the line, you're going to come back to some experience from childhood that is being repeated over and over again. And until we can accept it and integrate it into us, it's going to always be something that can bring us out of our truth. It can bring us into that triggered state. And in that state, we may say or do something that is not characteristic of who we see ourselves to be. So what is freedom? Freedom is finding that place in ourselves where we can know truth. Spirit is always with us. When we are in the place where we experience Spirit, we are in our truth, we are free. This technique of following the line can help us to realize that state of consciousness more and more often in our life. But it all begins with self-awareness. We have to be able to notice when our consciousness is changing, when we become in this triggered state. And it's very important as we practice self-awareness that we forgive ourselves, because that's just part of the process. We know we're going to be moved away from that state of truth. And every time we are, that becomes an opportunity, you see, for us to follow the line and discover what is blocking us from being in the state of truth more and more in our life. So we're grateful for these opportunities to follow the line when they come into our life. You see, everything is here. All that's going on around us is to help us to find our truth, to be that truth, and to be free from how it can change what's going on inside of us. We can't always change what's out there, but we have a choice to be free because we can choose how to respond to what the situation is. I'd like to close with our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Thank you.